The birth of Jesus is a foundational event in Christian tradition, filled with deep significance and meaning. According to the Gospels of Matthew and Luke, Jesus was born in Bethlehem, a small town in Judea, during the time of a Roman census. This event is believed to have occurred over 2,000 years ago, marking the beginning of a new era in the Christian faith. The story begins with Mary, a young woman living in Nazareth, who was visited by the angel Gabriel. Gabriel told her that she had been chosen by God to bear a son, who would be the Messiah, the long-awaited Savior of the Jewish people. This event, known as the Annunciation, fulfilled ancient prophecies from the Hebrew Scriptures, which spoke of a virgin giving birth to a child who would be called Emmanuel, meaning God with us. Despite her initial fear and confusion, Mary accepted this divine mission with humility and faith. At the time of Mary's pregnancy, the Roman Emperor Augustus issued a decree that required everyone in the empire to return to their ancestral towns for a census. Joseph, Mary's betrothed, was a descendant of King David and therefore needed to travel to Bethlehem, the city of David. Despite Mary being close to giving birth, the couple made the difficult journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the town was crowded with others who had come for the census. Joseph and Mary could not find any lodging because all the inns were full. The only place available for them was a stable, a humble shelter for animals. It was in this modest setting, among the animals, that Jesus was born. Mary wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, a feeding trough for the animals. The simplicity of the stable symbolized the humility of Jesus' birth, contrasting with the expectations of a powerful king born in wealth and splendor. The birth of Jesus was not just an ordinary event, it had been foretold for centuries by prophets in the Hebrew Scriptures. The prophet Isaiah had spoken of a child who would be born to a virgin and would be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Micah, another prophet, had predicted that the Messiah would come from Bethlehem, a small and seemingly insignificant town. These prophecies created a sense of expectation among the Jewish people, who were awaiting a Savior to deliver them from oppression and restore the kingdom of Israel. The birth of Jesus was also marked by a series of miraculous events that signaled his divine nature. According to the Gospel of Luke, on the night of Jesus' birth, an angel appeared to shepherds in the fields near Bethlehem, announcing the birth of the Savior. The angel told them that they would find the baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. The shepherds, considered among the lowliest in society, were the first to receive the news of the Messiah's birth, emphasizing the idea that Jesus came for all people, regardless of status. In the Gospel of Matthew, the story of the Magi, or wise men, is recounted. These men came from the east, following a bright star that they believed signified the birth of a great king. The star led them to Bethlehem, where they found Jesus and offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The gifts were symbolic. Gold represented Jesus' kingship, frankincense his divinity, and myrrh his future suffering and death. The visit of the Magi fulfilled another prophecy, highlighting the recognition of Jesus' significance beyond the Jewish people, extending to the entire world. The birth of Jesus in a stable, announced to humble shepherds and recognized by wise men from afar, was a profound event that fulfilled ancient prophecies and signaled the arrival of the Messiah. It emphasized themes of humility, universality, and divine purpose, which would characterize Jesus' life and teachings. Christians believe that Jesus' birth was a turning point in history, marking the moment when God became incarnate in human form to bring salvation to the world. The simplicity and circumstances of his birth reflect the message of hope and redemption that Jesus would later preach, making the nativity story a cornerstone of Christian faith and tradition.